Hi, I'm Michael Wells, and today I'm going to talk to you about my Raspberry Pi project. I will tell you about the topic it covers, some problems that I incurred while setting this project up, and why I believe that this project is useful as well. I hope you enjoy. For those of you who have not watched my earlier Raspberry Pi video, my project is about network filtering, or removing ads before they're downloaded. The Pi-hole is the name of the project. It answers any of your client-side DNS queries and compares them with a well-known list of ads, or ad domains. If the query matches, then it sends the request to the web server that is on your Raspberry Pi, and it will begin to download a blank page, thus showing you only a blank page where any ads would be. Problems that I expected to have with this project ended up actually not coming to light. At first I figured I would have a lot more trouble with configuring files, but I ended up finding out that very little configuration was needed for this project. Problems I didn't expect, though, was another issue. When first starting out, the main command that you are needed to use to install this project is curl switch L https://install pi-hole.net and pipe it over to bash. Now, the problem that occurred was I was not able to use the pipe character, and I ended up trying to compile the project at first from source and just make some configurations, but I ended up not being able to install some package dependencies, and ended up spending a lot more time on that than I would have liked. So instead I just copied the command from the web page itself and just pasted it into the terminal, and that ended up just being a lot better of a quick fix than having to find out why my keyboard isn't able to use the pipe character at all. Since I don't like more clutter than that is needed, I decided to use a Wi-Fi adapter to connect the Pi to the network. After snooping around and making some configurations to the etc network interfaces file, I ended up making my Wi-Fi adapter not work, and not knowing how to fix the configuration file back. I believe I did at first, but the adapter didn't work after rebooting. I decided to just reboot the Raspberry Pi and just reinstall Debian, since I wasn't at too much of a loss for starting back at square one. I believe that this project is valuable to those who want to learn a little bit more about DNS services, and for those who want to have a bit more of a control in their own home network. I can see this project working very well for those who don't want to set up add-ons such as AdBlocker or uOrigin block on every single device on their network. And I also found that this would be useful for devices in which you can't install AdBlocker on, such as my roommate's Xbox. Instead of having to find out how to block ads whenever watching YouTube videos, instead, using this project, it'll just do it for him. This project also works no matter what type of web browser you are using or what type of device you are using. Some things that I learned from this project were that some things are only as hard as you make them. I didn't necessarily have to spend a lot of time finding out why my keyboard wasn't using the pipe character. And when I became fed up with that, I decided that a quick fix was good enough. I didn't need to use the pipe character for many other things, and a quick fix was all that was needed. Something else that I learned was that you should let your roommates know what your project is and when you will be possibly disrupting some of their internet service, lest you want them to run around trying to restart the router again. Next here, I will show you a little bit of the Pi-hole project working in action. Here in the router's configuration, you will see that the static DNS is not set to any address specifically. When using this web page and reloading, you will notice that the ads are loaded to the left and the middle of this web page. Now with our router pointing to the static DNS server's IP address for the Raspberry Pi, you will notice that when we reload this web page, that the ads to the left and the middle do not display.